What's going on guys, it's your boy Mr. Woz, and in today's video I'll be testing another members moneymaker, and this time it's H.A.M Storeroom. I really hope you enjoy this one, and if you did, make sure you like the video, comment and subscribe to the channel if you're new. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Now, before getting to this method, I just want to say well done to Maximus92S for winning the 100ml giveaway recently, and managed to get him online to give him the GP, and he was so happy, and it really made his day, which was nice. He's also a level 59 as well, and hopefully he can use that GP wisely, so well done to him. Also, thank you to all the participants, a whopping 81 people in the giveaway. Commiserations to everyone else who didn't win, but don't worry, there will be more giveaways. I also mentioned on my recent videos that every time I reach a new 1000 subscriber milestone, I will add another 100ml to the giveaway. So for example, my 4000 subscriber milestone will be a 200ml giveaway, 5000 subscribers it will be 300ml, etc. So H.A.M Storeroom was released on the 21st of June 2006, and this is a very good members moneymaker for low level players, especially for Iron Men to obtain jewellery and other miscellaneous items as well. Also it's very good GP per hour. Now this method is not on the OSRS Wiki, but I got a request to do this, so I thought I'd give this method a go. I would say this is more of a low to medium tiered moneymaker, as there is minimal requirements, so this is great for new players. Now before getting to the requirements, I'm going to explain where I am, as this is a hidden area. So this is underneath the H.A.M hideout, where you would normally pickpocket the H.A.M members for clues, etc. And if you haven't got halfway through the quest Death of Dorgashan, I think I've said that right, you won't be able to see the secret entrance. So make sure you get halfway through the quest, or even complete the quest if you want to see the entrance. So for new players, I'm going to show you how to get there. So the best way is using an Amulet of Glory or an Eternal Glory if you have the GP to Draenor Village. Then you want to run east towards the dungeon sign, which is in between Draenor and Lumbridge Castle. Once you are there, there is a trapdoor which requires a lockpick. Now you can unlock this without a lockpick, but it may take a little bit longer. Once you are underground, you want to follow the path and open the door and run south till we get between two doors, and then you'll have the option to picklock the hidden trapdoor. And once you have done that, climb down and you will be in the H.A.M storeroom. Okay, so the only skill requirement for this method is a minimum of 20 thieving, as you need to pickpocket the level 22 H.A.M guards to obtain keys. But of course, the higher your thieving level, the better. Now, unlike when pickpocketing upstairs, you will not be thrown out the hideout when pickpocketing in the stores. You will just receive a small amount of damage between 1 and 3 hit points randomly when you fail. Now you can take a lockpick if you want to, as that will speed up the pick locking process, but I did time this without lockpick within the hour, and it was around 4 seconds, so it's not too bad. Also, if you picklock the doors at the right time, you will never take damage from the guards, and I'll show you a little trick on that in a minute. Now for the gear setup, I would highly recommend having full rogue's outfit, as you will loot double the amount of keys, which will boost your GP per hour quite a bit. To get the rogue's outfit, you will need to complete the minigame in the rogue's den, which takes around 1 hour to an hour and a half depending on your luck to get the full set. Every time you complete a full run without making a mistake, you will get a rogue equipment crate, which gives you a 1 in 8 chance to receive a piece of the rogue equipment. This outfit isn't just good for this method, it's great for all thieving methods, as you're guaranteed double loot. Now if you're obtaining one piece of the rogue's outfit at a time, each piece increases the chance of double loot by 20%, apart from stealing chests, stalls and pyramid plunder. Also the XP rates stay the same. Now I really didn't need to take my max cape with me for this method, even though you do get a 10% chance of a successful pickpocket, just like the normal thieving cape, and as these are a low thieving requirement, this cape wasn't really necessary. Now once you have everything, you want to simply start pickpocketing the guards, and whilst you do that you will obtain various items, as you can see, and like I said before, this is a fantastic method for new Iron Man players, and some of these will start you off with combat and even some skilling as well. But the main items you want to look out for is the keys, and you get anything from bronze up to steel, and the keys open certain doors of this storeroom. So starting off, we have the bronze key, which opens the southwestern door, iron opens the northeastern door, silver opens the northwestern door, and steel opens the southeastern door. I also marked tiles on the floor as well, which helped me locate the door a little bit quicker, and it also tells me which key goes to what door. So a little tip early on for you guys. Now, there's not much difference between the loot from the bronze and steel keys, but I would loot everything regardless, as it will add up towards my overall loot over time. Now, once you have picklocked the doors, you will gain 4 XP in thieving. I know it's not a lot of XP, but you're mainly here for the GP. And all you have to do from there is simply left click on the chest to get your loot, which contain coins, gems from sapphire up to diamond, and jewellery such as rings, amulets and necklaces from gold and sapphire all the way up to diamond. There is also a large room just north which also has 2 chests, and that requires steel keys. I didn't use this room, but it is an optional choice if you want to go in there. Now, you can low out these items if you want to gain some magic XP as well as some GP, even though it won't be much profit. Sometimes you might make a small loss as well. Now, I definitely only low out if you are a low level player. For high level players, you can high out for more magic XP as well as some more GP, but that is for people who don't want to bank and they want to camp there for a very long time without worrying about maximising your GP rates per hour. But my advice will be to sell every little bit of loot that you get, which will be a lot, to the Grand Exchange or Grum's Gold Exchange shop in Port Sarim, as that is where you will maximise your profits. You can also bring some enchantment runes to enchant the jewellery and then sell them in a Grand Exchange. So for example, if you work out a price of a cosmic rune which is around 153 GP and a diamond amulet is around 2k, when you enchant that amulet, it'll be an amulet of power and it will only sell for 2.1k, so you're losing around 100 GP. So like I said before, just sell them on a Grand Exchange if you're more focused on making the most amount of GP per hour. Now, we'll be banking a fair bit, as for this video I want to see how much profit I can make per hour, so having the Eternal Glory, which gives unlimited teleports to Draenor Village, this will help a lot, as you can also bank at Edgeville once I have a full inventory of goodies from the hideout. You can also use the free home teleport to Lumbridge every 30 minutes if you want to bank as well, and once you've banked your first inventory, just repeat the process. Also, each run can make you between 30 and 100k, which is very good. Now, what I like about this method is that the guards are not aggressive no matter what level you are, and these guards will not attack you unless you attack them of course, or if you speak to them. Another reason why I like this method is that it's quite fun to open each chest as you're looking forward to seeing what loot you get. Sometimes it's coins, other times you get a bunch of items as well as coins, so it can be quite exciting, especially for new players who haven't tried this method out before. One other reason why I like this method is because it's great for Iron Men. I know I mentioned this already, but if you are a new Iron Man player and wondering what to do to obtain items to start combat training, earn some fast GP early on in your account, then this method I would 100% recommend. Now, before going to the tips and tricks, I just want to go through one more thing to do with this method. Now, when looting the chest, you can get a minimum of 630 GP per chest, up to a few thousand GP per chest, which is an estimated on a 138,000 chest openings from the drop table according to the OSRS Wiki. Now, if you take a quick look at this page from the wiki, it mentions there is 20 possibilities to obtain loot. Some possibilities give you more GP than others, so for example, possibility 16 can earn you around 2.6k in one chest, but there is a 2 out of 150 roll in this drop table. Other possibilities such as number 1, where it's a 75 out of 150 chance to roll this table, but it only gives you 100 GP. This is all RNG, and depending on your luck, you can possibly make a lot of GP per hour. Now, there is some tips and tricks as usual that will help you do this method efficiently, and this will help you make the most amount of GP per hour. So the first tip is timing when pitlocking the doors. So as you can see, if you pitlock a door when a guard is facing you, you will get stopped and other times get attacked. Then you can either kill the guard or simply pickpocket to stop the guard from hitting you. All you have to do is make sure the H.A.M guards are not facing you when pitlocking, as it does take a few seconds, so you do have to time it well. One good way is wait until the guard walks on top of your tile, then you can picklock the door. The next tip is to mark tiles. So as you've seen throughout this hour, I have marked tiles by the door, which helps me know which key opens what door, and doing this will speed up your runs quite a bit. You don't have to mark the tiles of course, but it is handy for new players who haven't tried this method out before. And the last tip is to use cracks in the walls. Now there's 2 cracks in the north and south wall which could be used instead of pitlocking the doors. You won't gain any XP doing this, but it's just another way to enter the small room with the chest. So I'm almost at the hour mark now, and if I can give one downside to this method, it would be the GP per hour, as there is much better money makers out there earning mils per hour. But on the plus side, you can make a nice amount of GP per hour with very minimal requirements, and this is great if you want to earn fast GP early on in your account, especially for Iron Men. And also, this is a money maker not a lot of people know about, so it's definitely worth trying out for yourself. Okay, so that is the end of the hour now guys, so let's price check all the loot that I got from the H.A.M storeroom and see how much profit I've made. Okay, so here is all the loot from the H.A.M storeroom, and as you can see I have a ton of loot which is nice, and there is 2 inventories, so I will do 2 price checks. Okay, so let's price check the first inventory, and I've made 46k 467 GP, so that's not too bad. Here is the second inventory, and I've made an extra 184k 931 GP. So altogether that comes to 231k 398 GP, that's not too bad at all. I also gained 7,817 thieving XP within that hour as well, which isn't great of course, but the GP made up for it. Now, as I didn't spend any money in supplies, which should be the same for you, this was just pure GP profit for me. So that means my total profit will be 231k 398 GP, so really pleased about that, and I was expecting a little bit less to be honest, but really pleased nevertheless. So as you can see, I've obtained a lot of jewellery, gems and other miscellaneous items that will take time to sell in the Grand Exchange, as there is a lot, but hopefully within a few hours, a day maximum, it will all sell. So a profitable money maker with minimal effort. This is worth doing if you want fast GP early on in your account, and as I said before, if you are a new Iron Man, definitely do this method as you can obtain a lot of items. Also, if there is another method you want me to test from the OSRS Wiki, let me know in the comment section below. So that is the end of the video guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, smash that like button, comment below and let me know what you think about this moneymaker, and of course subscribe to the channel if you are new for more old school RuneScape money making videos. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.